everyone, welcome back to The Witcher 2. I am your host, Final Dream, and today we are gonna punch the eye in the face.
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides above them, so 3 were marked. At night they trailed a drake serpentine and a silver lady shining and fine. If only her visage she would deign to unfold. By day they followed a mountain vault, its riches untold.
I want to look at this. 3 guys. Dragon. I am not good with riddles, guys. In case you couldn't tell from the previous episode, this literally makes no sense to me. Ugh. And I don't just want to look it up like I did with those chests because I failed to find some stupid book.
I wager we have a few more of Der Henna's surprises for
That's not.
A group of travelers wandering through the dark. 3 guides at night.
Let's go with the Dragon Constellation.
It should be the Dragon Constellation.
I shall take that one.
Second verse. Second verse, same as the first.
What do you think of the second verse?
To my mind, it speaks of the white rose, symbol of the order of the flame.
my
I
God.
think it describes the full moon. In alchemy, the moon represents both.
The order remains largely unknown in the south, so the White Rose seems unlikely. The brigade's name...
Full moon.
Allow
Sure.
me.
I still think it's the ravine for this one.
Let's take...
Count me out.
Yeah. Alright. Let's take out the sword. You're the ravine. Did I get it right? No, I got it wrong. You know what, screw this, guys. I'm gonna just look it up because this is flippin' pointless for you guys to... for me to figure it out just by guessing, since I have no idea. I don't know, maybe one of the books I picked up earlier would give me a hint, but...
Enough of this.
So yeah, guys, I will be right back. Alright, guys, I think I looked up the right stuff, so let's see. Yeah. The first verse. See, the first time I did this, I picked the hourglass and I was right on that. Right? Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, wait. No. Here it is. The Dragon Constellation. So I was right this time around.
It should be the...
I shall take...
And then, what is it? The full moon? Yeah. Which I also picked this time around. And the third one was the mine entrance. I'm just killing my frames by switching between these two. I'll try and refrain from that in the future. Come on. There we go.
Let's see if we can solve. Take your places.
Count me out. I want...
Yeah, you're cowards with no guts. I said the mine entrance, right?
Intruder detected.
No!
So does he die? Cool. I mean, that's horrible, actually. He was an annoying prick, though. So no matter what, those two scientists were gonna die. That's pretty sad.
Our expedition has grown thin. Such a shame. I actually found those two amusing.
Wow. Okay, cutscene, not battle, apparently.
A golem. So Darehenna's legend is true.
It is no more than an obedient machine created to follow orders and kill. Not unlike our Witcher.
I should kill you.
So I guess we should get along famously.
You? What do you know about golems?
I don't run into them in every forest, but any good bestiary describes golems at length, and I've read more than my share of those.
Geralt, I'm not questioning your knowledge, but I should be the one to...
Actually, you are questioning my knowledge. Listen, I know what I'm doing. I'll try to get it to reveal the word that'll deactivate it, or I'll just mess with its head, break the code.
So now we've got a burglar in our midst. Be my guest.
Can I kill him? Holy shit.
Good.
As are mine. Know, however, that this may change.
Talking Golem.
Must have been pretty lonely if he gave you eloquence.
The Master made me a guardian, nothing less, nothing more. And you, provided you stand there, are a guest.
So you're aware you're an automaton?
Do we really know who we are, where we came from, and where we are headed? Is human life predictable in that the cycle of birth and death ensnares it? Better than mine. When a human is born, he is obedient to his parents. Later, he listens to tutors.
You know, this isn't exactly
corporals.
what I wanted.
Finally, he succumbs to the will of death.
I just kind
To
of
think that Adalbert questioned Darehenna's mastery.
wanted to know if you were aware if you were an automaton. Oh,
You're
okay.
far more self-aware than a typical golem. Can you make sovereign decisions?
The Master made me the way I am, because long discussions were to his liking. I can make decisions, within my program, of course.
So you decide who's a guest and who's an intruder.
Who else would? Guests chat innocuously, exerting no pressure. All others are intruders.
Fair enough.
Has anyone tried to enter before?
I recall no intruders. I do, however, remember guests who left after being warned.
When was that? What did you discuss?
I am a machine. My memory...
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Who, if anyone, is allowed to pass?
Darehenna, but he is dead. Also guests may pass, but I stop intruders.
Tell me more. Who's a guest and who's an intruder?
Is it not obvious? A guest keeps his distance, or knows the name word. An intruder is anyone who enters too far, attacks me, or otherwise interferes with my being.
I have other questions. Did your creator give you a name?
I'm called obedience and unyielding persistence. I am a guardian and the humblest of servants.
The golem's name is the word that gave it life, and that can take it away. You must have a name.
I own nothing. Everything belongs to my master. How could I divulge the name if I exist solely to protect my creator's property?
Do you remember your creator?
Of course. I was summoned into being by Master Darehenna. I abide by his will, by his power, by the necessity encased in my stone bowels.
Darehenna is dead.
His word, which animates me, lives on, as does his legacy, which I protect. Empires will rise and fall, rivers will shift their courses, but I will remain obedient to one master on my eternal watch.
You're not an automaton. You're self-aware, and you think you can make decisions.
Ah.
You're wrong. I am eloquent and can discern between guests and intruders. I can also deal with the latter. But everything I say and do is limited by my restrictive program. By the way, as an automaton, I am immune to all charms. Stop the intruders.
Shit. It was going no.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Okay, that's just unfair. Ow, 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 that hurt. Really kind of wanted to give the masterpiece line. Ow, ow, no, no, no. I'm still alive. Nope, no, I'm dead. I am pretty, yeah. I'll meet up with you guys as soon as I catch up on the conversation. Alright, I'm back. So we know this one isn't gonna work.
Can I ask you for the name word which brought you to life and which can deactivate you?
Do that, and I shall consider you an intruder.
Fair enough.
Dearhanna must have been an exceptional man. Can you tell me about him?
I guard everything that belonged to the Master, including his privacy, which he valued highly. I can tell you nothing.
I have other questions. Powerful magic created you. Dearhanna was a true master.
He is still, since his mastery survives.
As a conscious being, you must be lonely here.
The guy just gave up on this.
The pain of the world, melancholy, lies within the domain of emotions and feelings. My thoughts are governed by pure logic, restricted by my program.
But you can learn. They say that a penchant for philosophy can only come from curiosity.
In my case, it comes from the will of the Master, who liked to speak with me.
And do you feel a need to discuss?
I feel nothing. I just have that need.
Can we discuss the program that controls your behavior?
Of course not.
Alright, I think I know how to get past this thing without a fight.
Burglar witchers, philosopher golems, an expedition replete with fascinating discoveries.
And terrible disappointments. Shut up, Adelbear. And you, Witcher, deal with that golem.
Your master is long dead, and you're more than a mere golem. We'll search Dearhanna's notes, find a way to free you from your service, and expand your consciousness.
I desire no freedom, just as I do not desire to be anything more than I am, intruder.
Seriously.
Stop.
Roll for this.
Nope, nope, nope. I for some reason I thought that would work. Ow, ow, nope, 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 nope. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Ow. You guys know the drill already, I'm sure.
I have other...
Alright guys, I'm
I
gonna
think I know how
Burglar witcher, an
And
try the other
to
option.
exist by the will of your master, thanks to the name word he gave you.
That is true.
You were created to discern intruders from guests. You are to stop the former and greet the latter.
Intruder stopped.
By the sacred rite of hospitality, as a guest, I will now enter this chamber.
You are a fool. Customs are a human creation, and no part of my code. Stop the...
What? Alright, who's ready to watch me die again? Because...
How many more will turn?
Fuck. I thought I was actually doing good there. But no. I'm... Wait, are these both... They're both mages. Fuck. Didn't realize that soon enough, did I? Nope, 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 no. I'll be back, guys. Alright, guys, let's try this one more
I know
time.
you exist by the will of your master.
That is true.
You were created to discerning.
Intruders
Are you aware that intruders may seek to deceive you?
I have stone fists to defend myself against those armed with swords. I have my iron logic to defend against those armed with words.
But intruders could include sorcerers who alter reality. They could be illusionists or mere liars. What then is certain?
My existence is certain, as is my master's will.
Since only you and the Master's legacy exist for certain, everything else is doubtful. A malicious intruder could cloud your senses.
I am the Guardian. The Master prepared me for that.
He couldn't foresee everything, so he gave you a mind to compensate. You're much more conscious and intelligent than a Guardian needs to be. Your Master says, greet guests and stop intruders. That is certain, but everything else can be a lie. You cannot allow yourself to attack guests. That would be against your master's will.
Guests must be greeted, and intruders must be stopped. This is Gehenna's will. Are you a guest or an intruder?
Doesn't matter what I answer. Your senses deceive you. You can trust only your mind. You can't assume I'm a guest, because I may be an intruder. You can't assume I'm an intruder, because I may be a guest.
This is a contradiction, a paradox. The law of excluded middle.
Yay! I did it!
Penetrated
Wait.
Gehenna's laboratory.
What do you mean, wait? I did everything there. Oh, a Golem trophy. I'm totally taking that. Let's see. Plus 10 armor. Which one do I have currently equipped? I currently have a gargoyle. I am going with the Golem. I may lose 5 vitality, but that plus 3 armor is, I believe, worth it.
A great success for Nilfgaard this mission.
Maybe you'll get that promotion.
Ooh, what's here? Orange. I can get behind some 500 orange. Oh my god, I needed those. Alright. Memoirs 1. I have started reviewing the manuscript. The city's annals have survived only in part. The most interesting volumes seem to be missing. Curiously, up to this point, I have not found a single mention of the Vrans. Let's see, this is notes 2.
Describes finding an important document about the Vrans.
We will see about that. I have happened on an intriguing document. It contained an encrypted... its contents is encrypted. My bad. And the dialect itself is strange. Deciphering it is consuming a lot of time. I have recognized the word reptiles, which is a promising thread. The document bears the seal of one Gioth. I have never heard of this individual.
Can you feel that?
My medallion's vibrating.
Another masking illusion. I'll try to disperse it.
No, don't. I don't care yet.
Later Elorn. Lisa Elorn. Later.
No, no!
Yeah.
Stop that! I want to finish reading my notes.
What is it?
You've done your job. You'll be paid and
Paid like the scholars were, they died once they were no longer useful.
They were never useful, but Cynthia insisted. Fortunately, they were so kind as to remove themselves without my help.
I'm not about to be that kind.
Adelbert, you know what you're to look for.
Yes, Mom.
It's a prototype megascope. I didn't know it had survived.
What's it do?
The artifact detects an emotional bond with a person. Its user need only focus on that person and the device will establish a connection.
Great tool for a spy.
Yes.
Time you fulfilled your end of the bargain. What do you know about my past?
I would have loved to finish
You were
reading those
rider of
nights.
the Wild Hunt.
Wait, what?
I read the reports.
Don't the Nilfgaardians have anything better to do than write reports about witchers?
Not about witches. About you. You are the sole person to have been a member of the host. And survived.
Anything else? Any detail you can give me would be useful.
Don't trust Letho.
You think I trust the people I hunt?
He's your foe today. But he wasn't always.
How do you know I knew Letho?
I've read...
The reports, I know. Why are you warning me about him?
because I like you.
Is there anything to prove I was part of the Wild Hunt?
Nothing. Apart from the fact that Nilfgaardian intelligence agents are drawn and quartered for lying in their reports.
An enlightened nation indeed.
You haven't the faintest notion how many people are interested in you. Very important people.
Just because I survived.
You're a former rider of the hunt, and you live. You may be the key to solving the mystery of the retinue. And they all know that. You must watch out for yourself.
Let's say you've satisfied.
Well then, consider me glad to have satisfied a whip.
I'd like to try out the device.
You realize that can only end badly.
Cut in again and I'll put you in my report. You may use it, but just once.
Giving state secrets away to a Nordling. Will you mention that in your report?
You're sure to be named a commander one day, Adelbert. But until that happens, be a good boy and do your job.
Article 22 of the Code is clear. Suspicion of treason is sufficient grounds to strip a commander of power. Article 1 of my personal code is equally clear. Traitors must be subjected to the most painful death possible.
Okay, this is just a little bit ridiculous. Okay, just gotta be careful. Oh, come on, I was clearly hit. Is he dead? He's dead! The little bitch is dead!
I didn't expect that.
Multiplication. Second year at the academy, all mages learn it.
I didn't expect you to take my side.
Well, now choose one person you wish to contact. After that, the artifact's mine.
Nilfgaardian agents get quartered for lying in reports. What does the Empire do to agents who kill their colleagues?
Nothing. As long as no one finds out.
Will we meet again?
I wouldn't mind at all. Look for me at the inn.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't eavesdrop while I eavesdropped.
I shan't trouble you. I have a lot of work to do here.
Don't care. Would be nice. But no, I'm more interested in Triss.
My fate? You haven't asked a single question about learned something useful.
I'm just sorry I can't use the artifact a few more times.
Its power has been depleted.
I understand. Thanks anyway.
Alright guys, we're gonna finish investigating this room in the next episode, so I will see you all then. But actually, before we go, what did he drop?
Diana's notes from a mutation procedure manual.
Alright guys, I will see you everyone in the next episode. Bye!